How's it going, everyone? Um, just finished topping off the truck at the gas station. Uh, talked to Grandpa on the phone. He said that he was about to sell the farm. I told him not to because I'm gonna go save it for him. I'm gonna go work on it for him so we can keep the family farm in business. Let's see if it's possible to save it. Gotta see what equipment he has, though. Let's see what he has when you get there. He said something about having a international semi truck with the trailers, and he barely used it. He had a wagon that he just sold, he said. So we're gonna go check out his equipment, see what he got caught on them rocks. See what equipment he has in there. Well, there's that semi truck he was talking about. Let's park right over here. So we have 3650. I have no idea how this thing is gonna run. We'll figure it out here in a minute. Figure out the shifting. First low, first high, second low, second high, third low, third high, four low, four high. Okay, I see how this. But she sounds like she runs good. Looks like Grandpa used it a good bit. I don't know, probably for planting. Then he has a. Looks like. Oh, he has a Challenger. 160 horsepower. MT635. See how this thing runs, I don't know. I'm not a big Challenger person, so I don't know how long this will last on the farm. Okay, so it's just an up and down shift. I see how this works. Sounds like it runs good, and it looks like it was ran on the tiller, or cultivator. Clearly as it sits on it. There's this planter. I've never seen a Great Plains brand before. Looks like it's in pretty good condition to me. Let's see what crops he has. Those cows probably won't stay. I don't think I'm gonna keep the cows. I don't have. There's not really much that they can be good for. So he has canola, and I think that's wheat. I don't think I'm gonna harvest the canola though. Not until I can I'm gonna just dig that up and then harvest or get rid of the cow pen and plant wheat in these fields, I think. Yeah, this is wheat. Here's his combine. He's got a nice Massey Ferguson 8570. This thing's been run a lot. Last but not least, the truck he said he had never used, that's just been sitting here. I don't know how she'll start up. This thing looks brand new, not gonna lie. I must have taken good care of it. And actually never used it. It was a gas tank, I guess. What is this? If anybody knows what that is, let me know down in the comments, because I have no idea what that leads to, because these are the tanks for diesel. I don't know why the cables look like that, but this trailer looks brand new as well. See how the truck runs. Ooh. You don't want to start. Might be because she's been here for a little bit. She has diesel in it. I don't know how long he said that he had this for. So let's see if we can get it started, and we'll pull it out and we'll get the combine out and get ready for wheat. Well, it had it there for a minute and then it gave up. One more. Okay. She's almost there. We'll give it a minute. I'm gonna get the combine out real quick. Probably get the neighbor going on that so I can dig that up. So we're gonna set the trailer, header trailer right there. And we're gonna get someone going in this field right here. And we're gonna start them at that end because I don't want them to finish at that end. I want them to finish over here. So we'll make sure they know what they're doing. They're starting with headlands. They're gonna do 2. Okay, they know what they're gonna do. So we'll get them on that. And while they do that, let's try this one more time. There we go. Give that a minute to warm up. Let's go hop in the Challenger and get that out. Get it ready to go. Seed bag? Okay. I don't think he said he had anything to lift it though. So we'll get that and we'll probably start using pallets instead. We'll get something to lift it at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but I have never worked on a farm before, but I have helped on one, so this shouldn't be too difficult for me. So I haven't really owned my own land. I've just helped somebody else on their farm. That's ready to go. We'll get like a skid steer or something for the seeds at some point. Currently, as we can see, I cannot afford that. But let's hop in the International over here and get that set up. She sounds like she runs really good though. Oh yeah, she really runs good. This is my first time driving a semi-truck with the front of it like this. We're gonna park behind the header trailer. So that's there. Should probably open this up so that way I can dump into it easier. So we have everything set up. Let's get this field dug up while he harvests over there. Then after that we'll put the wheat. What are wheat prices? I'm sorry that we have to wait for this thing to load, because I tend to forget to save my game sometimes. So for wheat, which is right here. Prices are up in January. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the wheat from that field and put it in the bins over there. The silos that it looks like. Yeah, we'll put them in the silos that are set up over there. And we'll haul it all in January. Alright, let's start this. Get the... We'll get... Sorry, someone's trying to call me. We're not going to answer that right now. It's not most important. So we have this set the way we need it to be. And now we have auto steer. I'm pretty sure he has it in all of his equipment. If not, then I'll install it into some of his equipment. Most likely the John Deere is what I'll need to put it in. So I'll probably do that at some point. It should just be quick, plug it into the computers and or plug it into the tractor and get it all set up and stuff. It shouldn't be like, okay, I have to take apart a lot of stuff just to put it on. Heck, he might even have it on the John Deere, but that would be the one that he most likely needs to put it in, because it's the oldest piece of equipment other than the combine, but I'm pretty sure that has it in it already, he said. As much as I love working on farms, this is not how I thought, or as much as I love helping on farms, I never thought I was going to own my own at any point in time. But here we are. And I'm kind of happy about it. I'm excited to be working on this farm. Everything here is getting transferred under my name, except for the truck that's over there, because the Chevrolet, that's mine already. The money in the bank is also mine. I don't know how much he has. He might not have a whole lot to throw in, but that's fine. It shouldn't be too difficult to make money on a farm like this. Just gotta sell the crops at the right time. I love having auto steer. It makes things a lot easier, especially when you're planting. When I plant wheat, that's what I'm going to be using the most, is the auto steer. Oops, pressed the wrong button a couple of times there. And I didn't shift back into the gear I needed to be in. There we go. Now we're rolling again. When I plant, I'm going to end up planting in all these fields. I'll probably... What is he doing over there? I don't know, but as long as he gets the field harvested, I guess. Oh, I can go a little bit faster. This is my top speed now. 9 miles per hour. I was over here going 8. I didn't know I could go 9 miles per hour. But now I do. So we're probably gonna... At some point, I might sell the Challenger and just use the John Deere for everything. At some point. That just depends on what happens. I'm also gonna probably get rid of the cows for now. We don't have enough. I don't have enough land to make enough money to take care of all the cows. But eventually, when I get a lot of land, I'll get a bigger cow pen, and I'll get more cows, and we'll produce milk, and they'll produce milk, and I'll sell that. But right now, we're at 4 fields. We have a huge field on the other side of the road. I haven't checked it out yet. But we'll get this stuff done and then we'll check it out. See what needs done to it. I think at some point I'm gonna buy a corn planter, because I can plant other crops with them, crops that I'm more familiar with, like soybeans and corn and stuff like that. I did the math the other day, or I did the math earlier, about $92,000. Whoa. The fudge just happened. What am I? Oh, I'm not stuck on anything. It's just the. That was confusing. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Anyways, as I was saying, the corn planter that I want is probably going to be around $92,000 total for this one and this, because that'll be able to do seed and fertilizer, so that'll make the nitrogen in the fields better. Man, do I need that. These fields have, he was talking about how he didn't get a lot of yield because he hadn't had enough money for fertilizer. So we're just gonna have to figure that stuff out myself, and we'll go from there. Can't tell if he's full yet or not. It looks like he's still rolling. Yeah, he's still rolling. This might take a little while, but it's worth it. I'm still getting used to this Challenger. I probably should have switched to the John Deere instead. But at some point I'm selling this thing and I'll probably just use the John Deere all the time. But that depends. That'll probably be in another video I do that. Oh, this is pretty neat. It has a windshield wiper on the back window. I didn't know that, but yeah, it's pretty much how this will probably work. I do eventually need a skid steer, and when I start buying seed, I'm gonna buy them in bigger pallets instead. I'll show you what those pallets look like here in a minute. So the pallets I'm going to end up using will be some of these. I can do different crop types. Probably do wheat most of the time, and I'll do soybeans when I get a corn planter. For some reason I can't do soybeans in the seeder that I already have. I don't know why this thing just lost its track like that. But we'll just get back on track and keep on rolling. This field is gonna be so, is gonna need rolled so bad. Just because from driving through it like this. This will probably end up being a whole series of Grandpa's Farm. I won't do much offline play without recording, or I won't do much work without recording, so I can make this a series. Looks like he's full over there, so we'll finish at the end of this pass and we'll go figure that out. Put that in there. Let's go see what's going on over here. It looks, yeah, he's full. So we'll dump into the trailer, and then when we're done with harvest, we'll put everything that's in the trailer in the silos. Yield 73%. It's not bad, but it's not great. It could definitely be a lot better than this. I wish it was. I really do, but it's not. But this is the combine. Has what looks like it says 86 hours on it. I don't know. It's got a lot. This is old equipment compared to the equipment that farmers use now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Getting stuck on the trailer. That was something. We'll pretend we didn't do that. Get him to continue with that, and then we'll go over to the Challenger and then finish working on this. I think in next video I'll plant wheat and we'll see what else we can get done. I might also sell the Challenger and get a skid steer in the next one. I don't know for sure. I somehow cleared that turn. That was something right there. I know I say that a lot, but I do need to work on that. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. And in previous farming simulator games, this is not the kind of stuff that I would start with. I would usually start with newer equipment. But I guess since this is Grandpa's farm, it's not. It's gonna be older equipment. Some of the stuff that I'm gonna have in the game are gonna be mods, like the Chevrolet, the dually over there. That's a mod. I've just added that into the game. There's a couple of mods that I have. You won't see it in game based. They're free mods though, so if you ever got the game, you'd just be able to download it. It's not too hard. There's a mod hub and stuff. But basically, these are all of my mods. This costs money, but all the stuff down here doesn't. And then I'll go over what's in that winter pack that was in the mods. Because that has like different snow blowers and stuff. Some of it's actually pretty interesting. There's stuff I haven't seen in there before. Or there's stuff in there that I haven't seen before. I'll say it that way. Well, this is done. I'll get a power washer. Probably at the end of this video, after I post the video, I'll probably go and buy a power washer. But we'll do that. I'll power wash the equipment at some point. You know what, I'll keep this out because I'm gonna need it. We'll just set it right here. I'll need it for the field over there. But since we finished that, let's see, what else can I do? We'll go over the, so this has, like I said, different snow blowers. This is a different kind of snow, but I've never seen this kind before. But there's just like different stuff you can get for it. This one's an actual snow blower, but it goes behind tractors, so you pull it around instead of putting it in the front. You can get wheels for it. You can get work lights, drift cutters, I guess. I don't know what I would use those for. Get the deer cow rear mounting or front mounting, so you can put it on the back of your tractor or the front of your tractor. Salt spreaders, plow, mowers, seeder, planter. These are different mods that I have. But looks like the combine's almost done. Catch up with it real quick. Yes, running with it and catching up to it is realistic. I have experience from doing that before. So after this, we'll probably put the we'll leave the combine out and I'll wash it off at some point. But we're gonna go and empty this, put the grain in the silos, and that'll pretty much be the end of the video. I'll do this field off cam too. Oh, I already had the pipe out. So we'll just kind of pull up to the side here. That beeping lets me know when the pipe is over the trailer and it's gonna start dumping. There's other beeps for equipment like this. It's just kind of difficult to explain some of it. But so we know it's empty when it's empty now. Take off the header. Fold the combine. Then we'll move this out of the way so we can get the truck over there without an issue. Leave this here, I'll wash it off later. So then we're gonna hop in the truck. We'll probably put the truck in the shed this time instead of where Grandpa had it, because I don't like to leave equipment out like that. I feel like leaving equipment out in weather isn't really the best thing for them, because it can damage your equipment and cause it to not want to start sometimes. From cold weather, pieces of it can rust. This is what it all, if I can get through, I'd show you what it looks like dumping. There we go. I'm not perfectly over it, but it's supposed to be over that grate, and it's going to dump from the bottom like this. Let's go park the truck. In the trailer, we'll close up the cover. This doesn't really need washed off, so combine will be able to fit in here too, so I won't leave that out. Well, I think that's going to be the end of the video. Grandpa wished he could keep the farm going, he just couldn't. It was getting harder for him to afford, and he's not able to move as well, so I guess we'll take over for him. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this with others that'll probably like the video, and I'll make more in the future. I hope you have a good day.